Hello again everyone, Age of June here, and we are back with another League of Legends Shoutcast. Gonna be casting just random people that are streaming again today. I was originally really looking forward to casting, the cutthroat final moments of the ranked 5 teams so they could get in the first place, and apparently nobody cares. So, they haven't actually played for about a week. That is when the lock-ins for the Challenger promotion thing were done. And I guess after that, they just kind of stopped caring because nobody's played. At least none of the top teams have played in the past at least a week, if not more. Which was definitely disappointing to me. I was really looking forward to casting a game of, the current top one and seeing them struggle for it, but not so much. So I was like, well, fine. Let's go ahead and cast a game with somebody streaming. I ended up getting like 4 streamers on this one. 4 professionals. We've got CLG Doublelift. He's actually the one I decided to go ahead and look at because he was between games at the time that I started looking. So, he's actually in a game with Dyrus as well as Pobelter and High, who amusingly is jungling. Got a bit of an engagement going on down here as Dyrus is just kind of going a little crazy here. Getting brave, Dyrus is. Actually doing a bit of trading there with Doublelift. Well, I think both of them are going to have to go back because of it too. Also, in the meantime, Valkyrin here is actually invading here. Puts a ward onto the red buff, so he will know if Fiddlesticks decides to start red. Which, I mean, of course he will, because he pretty much always does. They're actually backing on a ward. So, there we go. Got the gold card ready as soon as that happened. And they're going for that Karthus, and he ends up going down there, which is definitely unfortunate for him. Nice job by them. He had no idea from the looks of it. He was sitting on a ward, and it ended up giving up first blood because of it. It went to Sona, amusingly enough. Great for her. But alright, so we're going to take a look at the players here. We've got Anthony in the top lane against Dyrus. Anthony is playing the Vladimir here. Dyrus is Jace. In the mid lane, we're going to have Valkyrin playing the Karthus. He's going to be against Pobelter playing Twisted Fate. The bot lane, we've got Corki played by Doublelift. And Kog'Maw played by Wahoo-La-Hula. Wahoo-La-Hula. Alright, Wahoo-La-Hula. Alright, so the supports for these two teams are Janna played by Mongol Warrior versus Kog'Maw playing Sona. I know I've seen him before. And then finally, we've got our junglers, High playing as Fiddlesticks against Jarvan, played by Cloud Nguyen. Momentary derpage there. He actually started blue buff, so that's kind of interesting. It does mean that, not going to be able to invade him there. So that's good for him. Kind of surprised to see High playing jungle, but at the same time, I guess not so much because Pobelter is on his team. So it's one of the really fun things. When, you're a well-known professional player and you end up getting in a game with other well-known professional players, it always has that moment of, well, then which one of us is going to get our role? Certain ones pretty much always go ahead and sacrifice their role. I think, Wild Turtle almost always gives theirs up if he has competition for it. Odd One does as well. Most of them are pretty friendly. I don't usually see Dyrus go other roles, but that may just be because nobody else wants to give him another role too. I don't know. But so far up top, he actually is way ahead of the Vlad, which, I mean, not really all that surprising. Vlad's got a really rough early game, but Dyrus is currently a level up. Well, not anymore. CS-wise, he is 8 up, though, and that is actually decently significant. Fiddlesticks counter-jungling already. Counter-jungling this white here. And hey, why not? I mean, he's Fiddlesticks. He can just drain the life out of it with no problem. Looks like Jarvan came over here and counter-jungled as well. He got a little bit off of that from the looks of it. And now we have a gank coming in here from High. Out goes the Flash, and Flash Terrify, which shunts him away. But High is in trouble now, and Karthus is going to get that kill. So nice teleport up here by him, securing that kill. Wait a minute. Who's Right, that's the mid laner. Okay, right. Whew. Yeah, he got the nice gank there, and I noticed that he flashed in front of him so that the Terrify would shove him towards the tower. So that was a really good move there by him. But unfortunately, the teleport from the Karthus came through, and of course there was no minions there for him to run through the tower. So he ended up giving up his life for it. And, more importantly for his team, double buff. This Karthus now has double buff, which is going to make him a whole lot nastier in lane than he was originally. And he actually has been able to go ahead and bully Pobelter out because of it. Got an MIA ping down here. I'm not sure who it was. Of course. I never am. You never can tell. I really wish they would enable that. It'd be really nice to be able to see exactly who said, I'm on my way. But, not gonna happen yet. Probably in this case Jarvan, as he is now on his way mid. So, he was originally headed down there. Ooh, Dyrus just got a kill solo onto this Vlad. There we go. Goes for him, gets the slow, shunts him away. Vlad comes back in. Probably not your best interest there, as Dyrus is going for it. Vlad goes into the bush to try to escape. It's not going to be enough, though. And that shockwave is enough to go ahead and finish him off. Then, in the meantime, not much has really happened here. Jarvan came to mid, but Pobelter's already playing super cautious. Because, you know, his enemy has double buff. Vladimir's coming, Fiddlesticks is coming in, got the flash, which is kind of curious to me, considering Cloud9 was right around there. He actually might have been able to turn that around had he wanted to. But Fiddlesticks is still hanging around, forcing him to play cautious here. Out comes that slow wall from Karthus to fear Jarvan. Flash jumps high. High's in a little bit of trouble here. Out comes the Scold card stun there from Pobelter. Gets the kill onto the Karthus. It actually goes to Fiddlesticks, though, which means that double buff is now dead. Cloud9 tries to go for Pobelter, misses his flag and drag, but does get a little bit of damage, forces Pobelter back. But yeah, that's definitely unfortunate there that High got his double buffs back just in time to give them right back to the now dead Karthus. So that kind of sucks. Would have been cool for the red team had Pobelter ended up with that double buff. And that's definitely what they were hoping for, I think. Either that, or they were hoping for High not dying, which would also have been really good. Because double buff, of course, really important for Fiddlesticks early game. Definitely is. Down to the bot lane, looks like Wahulula and the Sona here have actually forced Doublelift back, but at the same time, Doublelift is already 12 CS up, so he didn't really care. Ooh, pop-up lands onto the Kog'Maw. I'm gonna interrupt that back. Jenna's actually taking a decent amount of damage here, but she's just securing it so that it doesn't go into the tower until Doublelift will get in range to go ahead and get the CS. So Doublelift actually missed out on very little CS for all that. He's going to be able to continue widening this lead here. A lot of harass coming out again from Dyrus, bullying this poor Vlad. But he's really got to. I mean, Vlad has such a nasty early game. If Dyrus doesn't bully him and just shove him around, red team's going to have a bad time. Got a lot of action down here. It looks like a lot of activity, I should say. Sona's warding up in the pink bush that I like to ward up in so much now. Because nobody ever walks through that. That is the bush of death. So people don't like walking into it and phase checking it. And instead, they're just going to walk by. So you end up getting pretty much perma-vision there. Oh, Jana, what you doing? Gonna go ahead and put a ward right there. Vlad taking shots again from Dyrus. It looks like Jarvan is wanting to go for this gank. And High is nowhere to be seen. Out comes the pink ward there from Jarvan, making sure that the bush here is not warded so that he can flag and grab into it if he wants to. But it looks like he's actually waiting for Dyrus to do a dive or something, would be my guess. And Dyrus really wants to. Dyrus wants to, but out comes that vision there from the TF, Pobelter. Getting that vision from his ulti there, and that made Dyrus go, oh, let's not do this. I actually think, based on Pobelter's position, that he was actually thinking about coming in for that gank to go ahead and do that dive. But because of the vision granted and they saw a Jarvan there, they said, no, this is not a good idea. But now the gank is coming in onto Dyrus here. Pobelter's on his way up, and Dyrus is just ripping that Jarvan to pieces. In comes Pobelter, down goes the Jarvan, and the Vlad is forced back yet again. Nice gank there from Pobelter. Ooh, lands the stun, down goes the Vlad as well. That is a double kill there from Pobelter, and that's really bad news there for the blue team. They thought they were ganking a Dyrus, but not so much. They got counter ganked there, and they ended up losing a decent amount for that. This wave is going to be going to the tower. Oh, hey. Hi says hi. And I think Karthus should be able to get out of this. It's kind of iffy. Hi does have that red buff, but Karthus is pretty darn fast. Yeah. He does end up getting away from it, but Hi did shove him off the tower. In the meantime, Dyrus got this tower up here. Doublelift and the Janna here going for Hi, who is actually invading here. Probably not in his best interest. Now he's going to die, and actually gives that red buff to Doublelift. That just made things a lot tougher for this bot lane, because a red buff on your AD carry, you're going to have a bad time. Pobelter shoving up mid here. Going to get some damage onto the tower, actually. The Jarvan's on his way up to possibly gank this, and the Karthus is going to be getting there around the same time, which, of course, Pobelter read that like a book and immediately got out of there as soon as he had to worry about it. So, nicely done by him. Nicely done indeed. Kog'Maw continuing to play very cautious here. A really good idea, just getting CS pretty much with his ulti right now. I mean, that's really understandable given the fact that it is a Corki versus Kog'Maw mix. You're going to have a pretty rough time if you are the Kog'Maw. In the early game. Late game Kog'Maw's a monster. Which is why you need somebody like Corki to go ahead and shut him down early game. Because if you don't, you're going to have a bad time. And it looks like they are really banking on it in this game that Kog'Maw gets there. And for now, just playing it cautious, making sure they don't die. And they've actually been doing really well. Kai coming in though. Out comes the fear onto Janna. Janna is not quite dead yet. She goes down to that final ulti, or final auto attack. Jarvan and there's teleports coming in from everybody now. Pobelter lands the gold card onto Jarvan. Jarvan's actually doing okay, but down goes Corki. That's a double kill there for that Kog'Maw. Gold card, not going to matter though. Not going to matter. Jarvan will get out of this. Oh man, maybe not, because Dyrus is on his way over. He's going to see him. There we go. Dyrus says hello, and they look like they are wanting to go for this tower dive. Cloud Nguyen getting low. Gonna go down to the Kog'Maw, but will Kog'Maw get out? Kog'Maw does get out. Tower switches to Dyrus. Dyrus is not going to have a problem getting out of this either, and that's going to be a free dragon here for the red team as well. Nice dives. And just all around nice ganks and counter ganks coming out here from the red team onto this bot lane. Does give Vladimir the time to go and get a little bit of CS, get a little bit of catch up, and just try to do some damage to this tower. But he's still not going to be able to take it down. He's not even going to be close. Amusingly, Dyrus didn't even use teleport for that. He actually ran all the way down there, and now Vlad's in a little bit of trouble here. He's got to watch out. Dodges the shockwave, but Dyrus says hello. And the ghost comes out from that Vlad. He should be able to get out of this. Ooh, barely dodges that empowered shockwave using his pool. And he will actually be able to survive this. But of course that does mean that Dyrus is going to be able to go get the CS unhindered. Not that Vlad would have been much of a trouble for that anyway. Kog'Maw came back to lane now with a Trinity Force. That's a pretty big power spike here for that Kog'Maw, and that's going to make things far harder for the Doublelift Mongol Warrior combo down here. Kog'Maw's still playing at least cautious for now, but now that now that Sona's here, we may see a little bit more aggressiveness from them. But he may still choose to go ahead and play it super cautious. Dyrus going in, grabbing this blue buff. Hi hanging around, possibly wanting to go for a gank onto a supporting member of the blue team. Hasn't happened yet. Now the... watch out, dude. Better watch out. And he is actually going to be able to get out of that with no problem. Got a fight going on down here as well. I want to see this whole engagement. What exactly happened there? It looks like it was not going in the blue team's favor, though. There we go. Kog'Maw going for this. Puts the slow onto Doublelift. Sona got hit, and she got hit again with the big one there. But Kog'Maw really hasn't taken much, and now he is just pummeling that Corki. Getting him lower and lower. Corki getting really close to dead. The heals coming out from Sona to sustain this up. Ignite is on the Kog'Maw. Sona getting really low, but down goes Corki to the ganking Twisted Fate. Janna will not be able to turn this around. And that is another kill there for the Kog'Maw as well. Nice roam from Twisted Fate. Hai gonna go ahead and grab this pink ward and should be able to take it down. I don't think he's in too much of a trouble, honestly. If it gets down to it, his teammates are really nearby. Out comes the ulti going for that Jarvan. He's going to be able to not take it out. Jarvan dunks him, and that is a dead high. That was really close, though. Jarvan was forced to use his flash to go ahead and get out of that. No, he wasn't. He used Flag and Drag. Never mind. Yeah, he just flag and dragged out of that, so he actually was perfectly fine with that. Got pretty low, but Hai was not able to secure the kill. I'm kind of surprised he didn't choose to retreat back to his allies. He definitely would have survived that. I guess he thought that he was going to be able to go ahead and finish off the Jarvan. Did not end up happening, though, and just ended up giving up a kill. Pobelter is going to go ahead and grab this blue buff here. He doesn't even need help with it anymore. He's fine. And down in the bot lane, this team has managed to go ahead and shove down that first tower as well. So as of now, all of the outer towers for the blue team are down. That's a pretty tough thing, considering none of the towers are down here for the red team. And Sona getting this vision coverage over here. Gonna go ahead and ward up that, but Janna's hanging around. She's gonna be able to take down that ward with no problem. It is pinked, and that does mean that the red team now knows it's pinked, though. Janna going for that one. Sona's going to be able to destroy this ward before it happens. Oh, there's another one. I don't think Sona's going to be able to finish this one out. Oh, she does. She does. So it forces yet another ward there from the Janna. Janna probably going to sweep this. There we go. And Sona says, oh, no, you don't do that. And, oh, man, Janna might have overstayed her welcome. In comes the Pobelter of Doom. Janna did go ahead and shove them back, though, with her ult. So she is actually going to live through this. And, oh, out comes the ulti there from Pobelter, though. In he goes, gets the stun on her. She came back. She should not have come back to try to chase that Sona off, because that just resulted in her death. And that is another kill there. I believe it went to Pobelter. This is not looking good for the blue team. 4-0-1 Kog'Maw, 4-0-4 Twisted Fate. And it's about to be another kill here onto Doublelift. Doublelift is way too far up. Gets stunned, but managed to get the Valkyrie off, but out comes the Terrified. Doublelift is down. The kill goes to Quan on the Sona. So nice gank there. He almost got out of that with his Valkyrie, but unfortunately for him, did not end up happening. There was just too many there. The fear came out from Fiddlesticks, managing to go ahead and secure this. I have a feeling this is going to be a really short game. They're going through it. Cloud Nguyen. Down goes Cloud Nguyen. That's another kill for Pobelter. Gonna be able to get a tower off of the back of that. And that is exactly what you want. You get a kill and you get objectives as a result of it. That is 2 inner turrets now destroyed. The only one remaining is up in this top lane, and these guys are hanging around, possibly wanting to get a gank off. Probably not going to end up happening. In the meantime, Vladimir's just farming up here. He's trying to catch up, but he is still so far behind Dyrus. It's just really not good for him. He's going to be able to take down this tower. So that is the first tower kill of the game for the blue team, and that's going to help a decent amount. But still, I mean, these guys are having such a tough time. They are almost 10k behind at the moment. They're exactly 9k behind. It's not what you want to see. It's not what you want to see at all. So I'm definitely thinking this game's gonna be going to the red team here. They've just got so many powerful people on this now. 5-0-5, 4-0-2, 2-1-4 even. I mean, and Dyrus is 2-0-3. Given the fact that he's top lane, I mean, that's pretty unusual. You don't normally see a top laner a lot of times go that. Dyrus is now going for Corki. Corki better watch out. Goes ahead, Valkyrie's out. Not going to go down. And Dyrus actually missed the Empower there, so it didn't end up landing. Janna's on her way down. They may end up going for Dyrus, but honestly, Dyrus has a lot of burst. I don't think they want to do that. Sweeping this up. Go ahead and get rid of that ward there. And Doublelift and the Janna are hanging around, but it's not going to go in their direction very soon. Dyrus did go ahead and burst it. Out comes that ulti there from the Fiddlesticks, which was just preceded by the ulti from Karthus, but that's 2 down. Down goes the Fiddlesticks, though, to Cloud Nguyen, but Nguyen's going to be able to go, he's going to go down too, but he does finish off the Sona, and she flashed for that. So it ends up being a 3-for-3 there, which is not exactly a bad thing. Kog'Maw going for the dragon here, going to be able to go ahead and just aggro it like this, so he's juggling it alone. That's actually something that a lot of people have apparently started doing fairly recently, is on AD carries or anything else. If you park yourself just right, you can go ahead and just juggle it so it won't actually end up attacking you and you don't lose health. Oh, teleport coming in here. Better watch out. And Dyrus is here. They are not going to be able to finish this off, though. But they are going to be able to get the blue buff here. Oh! Vladimir's going for this. He's going to go down. I definitely question his decision to re-engage there, as he ended up dying for it. I guess he thought that his ulti would go ahead and multiply the damage enough that he'd be able to finish him off, but it did not end up happening. He just ended up feeding another kill instead. Maybe he thought Jarvan was going to go in as well. And in the meantime, down here, Kog'Maw shoving it forward again. Not really going to be too big of a deal, though. Doublelift shoving up in the mid lane, but he's also not going to be able to get too much damage. There's just too much pressure here for this red team, and they're able to defend these towers very well. But we do have a gank setting up here. You better watch out. High, they are going for high. Out comes that speed boost from Sona. Hona, what the heck? And yeah, High's going to be able to get out of this with really no problem whatsoever. The heals come out as well. The Kog'Maw's on his way up, so these guys got to watch out a little bit. On the other hand, I mean, Kog'Maw engage is not something to be feared, because you could just take down Kog'Maw instantly. But still, you do have to worry about it, because that would mean it was a very strong red team. And it looks like the red team's kind of positioning to bait a Baron. I can't see them doing it yet, but they're definitely trying to bait this. Ooh, Jarvan going for Kog'Maw. Flash from Kog'Maw gets him out of the Jarvan ultimate. Sona uses her speed boost to get everybody there very quickly. And the blue team is forced to go ahead and disengage very quickly. Kog'Maw headed back. Gets hit, though, by that ultimate. In comes High, going to land his ultimate there onto Cloud and Win. Teleport coming in from the Pobelter. Out comes that Sona ulti. Down goes Jarvan. Jan is just about dead, but she's not dead yet. Down goes the Karthus. Manages to secure High, but that is a 1 for 2. That is another 2 kills there for the red team. Vladimir on his way down, wanting to go for the Sona, but that's a 3-people party, and you don't want to go for that when you're Vlad. Down goes Vlad. His ulti does pop, does not finish anyone off. He didn't think there's quite that many people out. Had it just been even just Sona and Kog'Maw, he actually probably would have survived that. But unfortunately for him, that was 3 people, because Dyrus was there as well. Doublelift kind of seems to be wanting to go for this. Ha! Yeah, he figured that the Sona would go ahead and back in this bush. Unfortunately for him, she did not, so that's not a kill for him. Did manage to get a pink ward though, so that's cool. Dyrus headed back. Pretty much everybody on the red team has gone back now, and they're coming back to the lane looking very deadly. Again, 705, 704, 316. I mean, these guys are tough. They really, I mean, especially, yeah, they're pretty much rocking this game. 9-21, 13k gold difference. Dragon, I think, should be up within 2 minutes or so. Maybe slightly more than 2 minutes, or my timer is off, internal timer. But we'll see. Out goes the Vision Control War again. They are going to go ahead and clear out these Janna wards. And it looks like the red team is actually converging over here onto Baron, and they're going to go for this. They're actually starting it. Kog'Maw is sitting on the outside, so he doesn't have to tank up any of the damage. And he is just going for those long-range auto attacks. High is the only one in there for now, but Kog'Maw has worked his way back around again, and the Baron's getting pretty low. High really hasn't taken that much damage. Blue team's not able to come for this on the off chance it is a bait, and that is a free Baron there for the red team. Now Cloud and Wind has to run away. He's going to be able to get out of it with no problem now. Ooh! Doublelift got engaged on, got stunned by Pobelter, followed by the ulti from Sona. Another stun comes out. Down go both the Janna and the Karthus. Out comes the Karthus ult. Didn't really finish anybody off. The Vladimir getting pretty low here. Down he goes to Dyrus. That is another kill there for the Jace. And they're going to be able to get another tower in. Inhibitor turret. Oh, they may be able to get him. Oh, the stun. It lands. It just... yeah, it's followed through. Just kidding. Yeah, they do follow that through. That is an ace. They're going to get this inhibitor, and they're probably, if they want, going to be able to get that bottom inhibitor too. But it's actually going to be a surrender here from the blue team. That is GG. A 23-minute stomp here by the red team. Nicely done. So that's going to be the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time. Have a good night. Bye.